Hello, this is Wesley Thompson of YouTube, War on Stupidity of YouTube, Wonder Man channel on YouTube, West Truther, WESTRUTHER on Brightian.com and on BitChute. This is Serapis, and the picture before this one, in case people didn't see the previous video, is this is Ptolemy I Soter, a metallic bust of Ptolemy, and the black Africans and Egyptians were told this is their god. They have to worship this around 350, and around 350 is when this is when Alexander the Greek's army put this Ptolemy I on a throne in Africa after a bunch of years of reptilians setting the throne, and then black reptilian hybrids setting the thrones, and then blacks setting the thrones that are probably kind of like, I ain't sure, but kind of like shapeshifters. They look human all the time. And this is Serapis Christus, who became Jesus Christ, with the book, with Constantine's book that the Nicene councils wrote, called the Bible. They created the character Jesus Christ that started in 350, but here Christus was the first time. This is 135 BCE, so what I'm trying to get across to you is this is a fabricated biblical character, and some of the stuff is on display in the London Museum right now. No such thing as Jesus. Just get over it. Never was, never will be. No such thing. I can't explain or describe to you exactly what this depicts, but you can see the hooded figures, and I've seen a few photographs of reptilians who wear hoods. They've got a head on them like a lizard, but they wear this type of garment. Not saying that's what it is. That's why they've got it dark. It doesn't show what's wearing these things, but that looks more like a human hand to me. But this is obviously something that is busting out of the inside of this woman. And this, folks, I have no way to authenticate a date or anything. I can't magnify it enough to read anything on it, but this is old. This ain't something some high school kid drew 10 years ago. This is old. This is the Akhenazi, the human reptilian hybrids. This is on a Swiss $100 note. Here's the Swiss octagon that I've mentioned in a lot of my videos. And look at the faces. These are not humans. Here we got the snake stuff. This is reptilian. The Swiss octagon is reptilian. It's controlled by reptilian. There's the octagon on the money with the skinny legs and all that kind of stuff of these hybrids. You can look at it and tell they're not human. Does that look like a human head to you? I don't think so. Here's a more close-up of the Swiss octagon. That controls the United Nations, the wars, America, Rome is what America is now. Look at these. These are not human people. These are hybrids. And they're on Swiss money. Look at the, looks like even it's got horns on this. A little bit of a devilish looking face on that one. But it's the same ones. They're not human. They're hybrids. Oh, that's not a human either. That was a friend. Blows my mind. I don't know how them two cat pictures got it. Maybe I did it as a break. In Syria, all roads lead, lead to hell. They start our training early. This is a subliminal message to let you know this is how children believe that they live on a round spinning earth. Because their mama and their daddy believed it, their grandma and granddaddy believed it, and then they started believing it, and it's all untrue. This picture is actually upside down. These are cloaked aircraft. The shapes of these things are very similar. They are holographically cloaked aircraft. And I have some other pictures that I will get to show you. This is a dragon that is a hologram. And it spits out what looks to be like an asteroid. And where I'm living in a cabin on the top of a mountain in Tennessee. I filmed a lot of things. I filmed a vortex. I have the video of the vortex. I filmed a crashing craft coming out of the sky, leaving fire trails crashing to the Earth's surface. But this, what happened, the newspaper printed an article, said it was a lightning strike, started a forest fire, but they got the fire put out. But I knew a bunch of rafters from that place I was living in Tennessee, from the town. I can't think of the name of it right now. But these rafters told me that there was a forest fire, but it was some kind of an explosion and killed a bunch of people that they knew. And these people were preppers. And there was a forest fire, but the newspaper didn't say anything about any deaths. No deaths at all. So I go down to the newspaper with a clip of this video showing this on the date that the forest fire, lightning strike, and the forest fire was said to have happened, and they call the cops. And I barely get the heck out of there before they catch me and get my data card. But I made copies of it before I left my house to go down there, because I figured that if I ran into the wrong people, and I figured right, they was going to take my evidence, and they did. I mean, they tried to. They called a man on me, and a whole lot of cars started showing up in the parking lot. You can believe that. But this is a hologram. This is a hit. This is an assassination hit on a group of people living on this mountain over here, on that other side from me, and they holographed it, and it's probably some kind of either the plasma cannons did it from the Star Wars, or they used an aircraft, but this is definitely a hologram. This is a hologram showing this coming right out of this dragon-looking thing's mouth, and this is what they do. I photographed them practicing their hologram programs up in the sky quite a bit, but I wanted y'all to see that this little creature here ends up turning into a little devil horn-looking kind of thing. Watch it. I think I put it in here for y'all to see. This is where it starts hitting the ground over here and blowing up. It created a hell of a mess according to what a couple of the rafters told me. But watch this character here that seems like it's watching. Its head, the back of its head is to you now, but watch it. That's pretty serious stuff there, ain't it, folks? It's kind of neat to catch that on film, though, to have a video that shows that happening. And I took these still shots off of the video. I'll let y'all read that. Like my women like I like my building 7. Going down for no reason. But anyway. This is where they have laser cut glaciers, ice glaciers. They laser cut this to put it out in the ocean to make it melt, to tell people there's global warming. Here's more. You see, I don't have any way to calibrate the size of these things, but these things could be as big as multiple football fields put all together. They could easily, but see, this stuff has been cut with a laser. The Star Wars defense system, the plasma laser cannons, and the HARP can create a laser to just slice away the ice. Direct energy weapon. These pictures worth 1,000 words right here, folks. Direct energy weapon. Coming right down out of the sky. Let me move this thing and let you look at that picture a little bit better. This is some real serious stuff. This ain't something from a war over the other country. This is going on, I don't believe this is another country. This is going on in the United States, on the North American continent. This is in America right here too. Lasers, direct energy weapons, used on the people of America now. This poor dog fought, read this, a sheepdog is comforted by one of the flock after he fought the wolves. Look at him. He fought the wolves to save the sheep, and got one sheep that comes over that mentally knows what this animal did. People don't even display that type of emotion very much anymore. 60 Minutes put this video out, put this clip out on television. They removed it. Here is a black and a white government agent, probably a Secret Service, CIA. They have these backpacks, and these are the same backpacks with the tags that were found at the explosion site of the Boston Marathon. Then it shows them without their backpacks, both of them, running away, and where they're running away from is where the bomb went off over here. And they blamed it on them two brothers. Those two brothers were set up as patsies, thought they were going to be CIA James Bond 007 agents, but they were used as patsies. One was murdered brutally while standing in a boat, shot through the back with a big gun, blew his hand off. Bullet came out the front of him and blew his hand right off his wrist while he was standing there on the boat, and he thought that everything was fine, that he had done his job. The other guy, the younger brother, they run over him with a squad car, didn't kill him. Then they shot him a couple of times, didn't kill him. But it ruined his ability to speak. I don't know if he's able to speak now or not, but they still got him locked up. And they did what they were paid to do by our government. Then they were discarded like trash. This is in a museum. This is a mermaid fetus that was found many years ago. Yet there's no denying it. This is a mermaid fetus. It's in a museum. I don't know where. CIA torture. They will take a razor blade and cut into you and put an animal on you like a starved rat, a big rat, a rat that's a pound big or bigger. And that rat is starved, and that rat will taste your blood and start eating your skin. They use animals to torture people. Look at that man screaming. This is military. This is CIA torture. And they're filming it. They're filming what they're doing to this guy. These people are some sick MFers. Folks, you can't make this stuff up. Here's Michael, used to play football for Oregon, with his testicles hanging out. These are artificial. Their children were adopted. This is a man, a transvestite. Still got the manhood. Him and Obama are homosexuals. This is not a joke. This is not photoshopped. This is serious. And if it wasn't serious, I've been penalized more times for this picture right here. I've been blocked from Facebook all temporary, a week or 2 weeks. I think the last time I posted this, Facebook blocked me for 2 weeks. This is a photoshopped picture of the plasma strike coming down out of the sky to hit the Texas fertilizer plant, taken from the opposite side from the picture I showed you before.